Yo, it's Aspie, and today we're gonna talk about how to improve our art. So usually people think that when you draw, you're always getting better, but that is not the case. I'm gonna teach you how to actually improve because those YouTubers, bro, they're not gonna teach you. You gotta learn how to do it yourself. Wait, I'm a YouTuber. All right, no. First off, the thing I wanted to talk to you about is references. So you really want to use references in a way that is effective and does not hinder your growth, which in practice means using enough references that your art doesn't come out like shit. Uh, but also learning how to draw without them. Because if you don't practice drawing without references and just drawing straightly from memory, then you're gonna have a bad time. Usually people do like let you use references, but it's all right. You just gotta practice without them. Some tips that I have is don't be a slave to your reference. If there's details and parts of the reference that you don't like, then gotta cut them out, bro, with scissors. I mean, if it's in your screen, then don't cut them. Don't cut them with scissors. But you know what I mean. And you could also create your own references. So if you want to find like that specific pose and you're done like trying to find it on Google for like 20 minutes, then just take a snap and of the specific pose that you want, and be good. Don't be afraid to use a lot of them as long as you're like selecting parts of each references that you truly need and not just copying what you see, because that is not good. No bueno, okay? No bueno. The second thing I want to talk to you about is concentrated studies. So what that means is whenever you want to practice something in particular, let's say like anatomy, perspective, color, character design, or gesture, you're gonna want to do it in a good sized chunk, which is usually a week or two. So for me, if I wanted to study anatomy, then I would just study like anatomy for like 20-30 minutes, like for a week. And if that's not enough, then I'll do it for another. And I guess I'll move on to the next concept. Um, One thing I'd advise about is not to do it in big projects. So please don't just draw like one giant drawing, because then that is not going to be good for your growth. And you're going to be focused on just doing stupid stuff. Just no. Just do it in small chunks. You should be good. Another important thing is choosing the subjects that you want to draw. So if you're gonna become an artist, then you have to cater to your job, like the elements that you really need to improve on. So if you're gonna do character design, then you're gonna have to learn how to do like anatomy, clothes, etc. But if you're gonna be like a fine artist, then you should really study color theory, composition, and yeah, because different subjects and jobs are gonna require different tools, obviously. So yeah, if you're gonna become a painter, bro, just don't draw stupid fucking doodles all the time. You gotta actually paint and blocks. So yeah. The last thing I want to talk about is challenging yourself, which is literally the universal aspect in every part of drawing that you really have to have a grasp on. So, what does it really mean to challenge yourself? It means that you have to study the things that you're bad at, which usually people hate. So, you're gonna have to learn how to be strong and like push that aside. So, different ways you could challenge yourself is using different subjects, different techniques, and different tools and like mediums. So if you want a different technique, like if you're used to drawing from memory, then draw with reference. And if you're used to drawing with reference, draw straightly from memory. And another thing that I challenge myself with is drawing with different parts of your like arm. So sometimes people use a lot of elbow, sometimes people use a lot of shoulder. Oh, I kind of switched them there, but you could use a little bit more wrist and a little bit more finger. Yeah, sounds kind of weird in that context, but if you want a different subject, then try doing life drawing. If you're always drawing those stupid OCs you have, stop drawing those and draw fucking, I don't know, the back of your hand or the back of somebody's head or self portrait. If you want a different tool, you're just used to like drawing with your a pen, and draw with a marker, like a fat ass marker, like those big ass sharpies that like make you feel weird when you hold them. But yeah, you could use, even in digital art, you could use different brushes. You could just solely use a round brush, or even create shapes with the lasso tool and fill them with the bucket tool. But yeah, just always challenge yourself, even if you're using reference or even if you're doing concentrated studies or not. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye. Laters, gamer. The alligator in a wild croc alligator.